Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Great Places. Today we're going back to Cuba. Cuba, an island nation in the Caribbean known for its beaches, music, classic cars, and cigars. The capital city of Havana is home to colonial architecture and several UNESCO World Heritage Sites. There are many places to visit in this beautiful country. Today we'll visit one of them. So let's go and see where we are. We're here in Trinidad. This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's located on the south coast of the island, about 60 miles or 100 kilometers east of Havana. Trinidad was founded in 1514. In its early days, it was a small village inhabited by farmers and fishermen. But when the nearby town of Sancti Spiritus was sacked by pirates in 1554, many of the settlers fled to Trinidad. As a result, Trinidad grew rapidly. By the end of the 16th century, it had become one of the most important towns in Cuba. At that time, the town's economy was based on agriculture, particularly the production of sugar. And so it was known as the Athens of the New World, due to the large number of intellectuals who lived there. During the 18th and 19th centuries, slavery was still legal in Cuba, and the majority of the population were slaves, many of whom were brought from Africa to work on the sugar plantations surrounding the city. However, by the mid-19th century, slavery had been abolished in Cuba, and Trinidad had become a major port for the export of sugar. But by the end of the 19th century, Trinidad had begun to decline. This was due to a number of factors, including competition from other sugar producers in the region, the loss of its agricultural land, and the construction of a railroad that bypassed the city. In the early 20th century, Trinidad was still a relatively small town, but it began to grow again with the arrival of tourists. Today, Trinidad is a popular destination for tourists who come to explore its colonial architecture, vibrant culture, and beautiful beaches. The city's well-preserved historic center is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Trinidad is a very picturesque town with colorful colonial-era buildings, cobblestone streets, and a lively atmosphere. One of the most popular places to visit in Trinidad is the Plaza Mayor, or the main square, surrounded by several important buildings, including the Governor's Palace, the former market, and the Church of Our Lady of the Angels. The square is also home to several statues and monuments, as well as a number of cafes, restaurants, and bars. Another popular attraction in Trinidad is the Museo Nacional de la Lucha de los Dos Sexos, or the National Museum of the Struggle of the Two Sexes, which is dedicated to the history of the Cuban Revolution. The museum features a variety of artifacts from the revolution, including weapons, documents, and photographs. It's located in a former sugar mill. Also, the Museo de Arquitectura Colonial, or the Museum of Colonial Architecture, is located in a former palace, and it showcases the history of Trinidad and its colonial architecture. The collection includes furniture, paintings, and other artifacts from the 18th and 19th centuries. Also, there are several churches in Trinidad, including the Iglesia Parroquial de Santa, which is a beautiful example of colonial-era architecture. The church was built in the 18th century, and it features a number of interesting paintings and sculptures. The Valle de los Ingenios, or the Valley of the Sugar Mills, is located just outside of Trinidad, and it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The valley was an important center of sugar production in the 18th and 19th centuries, and it features a number of well-preserved sugar mills and other plantation ruins. You can explore the valley by car, horse, or bike. If you're looking for a relaxing beach getaway, then Playa Encon is the perfect place to visit. It's a beautiful beach located just 12 miles or 20 kilometers from Trinidad, and it offers crystal-clear waters and soft white sand. There are several hotels and resorts in the area, offering a variety of activities and amenities, such as water sports and scuba diving. In addition to its beaches and historical sites, Trinidad is also known for its music and dance. The city is home to a number of music schools and conservatories, and there are often live music performances in the streets and plazas. The most popular style of music in Trinidad is son, which is a lively style of dance music that originated in the western part of Cuba. Son is characterized by its use of percussion instruments such as bongos, claves, and cowbells, and it's often played at parties and social events. If you're interested in experiencing the authentic Cuban culture, then take a stroll down the streets of Trinidad and enjoy the music, the dance, and the delicious food. Trinidad is definitely a place you should visit if you're relooking for a taste of authentic Cuban culture. From its beautiful beaches and colonial architecture to its lively music and dance, this city has something for everyone. And if you want to know more about Cuba, be sure to check out our other videos about this amazing country. We have videos about Veradero, Havana, Villanueva, and Santiago de Cuba. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye. Before moving on to the next video, please support us by leaving a comment, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Your support helps us continue producing quality videos for you. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon to enable all notifications so that you won't miss any of our future videos. Let's move on to the next video now. See, this is Havana. We already made a video about it, but since you liked that video, today we'll show you some additional places worth visiting while in Havana. Most people don't know that this is a real place, but it's actually not too far from the city. It's called Hershey, Cuba. It was built between 1910 and 1914. On the shore of a man-made lake created by a dam across the Rio Sagua La Chica, a narrow-gauge railway runs along the north shore of the lake, connecting Hecaminto to the coastal resort town of Veradero, passing through the Santa Fe sugar mill on the way. This is the Hotel Nacional de Cuba, a luxury hotel located in Vedado, one of the most popular neighborhoods in Havana. Built in 1930. It was designed by Cuban architect Lidio del Rio in the Art Deco style, and it quickly became one of the most luxurious hotels in the Caribbean. The hotel's most famous guests include Hollywood stars such as Ava Gardner, Errol Flynn, and Gary Cooper. Fidel Castro even took refuge in the hotel after he led his guerrilla forces into Havana in 1959. The hotel still stands today, and it is a popular destination for tourists and celebrities alike. And this is Plaza de la Catedral, or the Cathedral Square, one of the oldest and most important squares in Havana. The square was created in the 1700s during the Spanish colonial period, and it was named after the nearby Cathedral of Havana, which was built in 1748 and is the largest church in the city. The square is surrounded by a number of historic buildings, including the Palace of the Captains General, which is now the Museum of the City of Havana, as well as several colonial-era mansions and palaces. Havana is also home to a number of art galleries and museums. One of the most famous is the Museo Nacional de Bellas Artes, which houses a collection of Cuban and international art from the 16th century to the present day. If you want to experience the nightlife in Havana, then head to the neighborhood of Vedado. Here you'll find a number of bars, restaurants, and nightclubs. The most famous is the Cabaret, which is a world-renowned nightclub that was opened in 1939. The Cabaret has hosted some of the biggest names in entertainment, including Ernest Hemingway, Nat King Cole, and Frank Sinatra. So these are just a few of the places you can visit in Havana. With its rich history, vibrant culture, and stunning architecture, this city is sure to leave a lasting impression on anyone who visits. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. See you soon. Bye.